Hi guys, so this is a video that I wanted to do with you to just give you, I suppose, a better insight and a better understanding of what is involved with the B1 TEG oral exam. So like any exam, like anything you do at all, that if you don't know what's on the syllabus, you don't know what's required of you, there's a very good chance you're not going to do well. Luckily for you, you found this video, so I want to talk you through a couple of the aspects. How is any oral exam marked? Well, there's things like líofacht, crinnis, skill in a conversade. So what's that? Líofacht, fluency, skill in a conversade, communication skills, crinnis, your accuracy in your Irish. So there are a couple of the things that TEG will be looking for. They want to be able to see that you're not a robot with material, learnt off by heart. They want to see that you've an understanding of the Irish language. And with the course that we're going to do here at the Academy, that is what's going to happen. Obviously, this course is going to focus in on what's required. It's going to give you all the tools, and then you're going to put all that together, and you're going to build your vocabulary, building your sentence structure, building your grammar, and it's going to leave you in a wonderful position. There are 15 topics in this course. All everyday general topics that are going to be useful for you now. It's kind of like basic conversation Irish, but it's also going to be very useful for you if you do manage to go on and become a primary school teacher, because it's a lot of the basics that are required in primary school, which is wonderful to think that although we're being examined at a high level, a lot of the stuff is what you would do with primary school children anyway. Things like myself and my area. So if I go through the topics here, I've got them written down. So topic number 1 is Cúlra, your background. Áit Cónaithe, where you live. So that's talking about yourself, your background, things that you probably were comfortable with once upon a time that maybe have gone a little bit rusty, so we'll fix them very quickly. You've got An Tailach number 2, or An Clán, depending on if you have the family. If you're the mammy or the daddy, as we say, it's An Clán. An Tailach is the family if you're one of the children, of course. Corsi Ibra, talk to me about your work life. Now again, you wouldn't be doing that with primary school students, but you have to talk about your own life. What do you do? Are you a student? Basic things. So talking about yourself again, which is great. You're not being asked to go off and prepare, things about life and about politics and about economics. You're just talking about yourself. So again, it's very, very manageable. Number 4, Taistil agus Leanta Sira, travel and holidays. Who doesn't love to brag about their holidays? Very, very simple topic again. You've got Corsi Idicus, education, so your background, maybe your primary school experience, your secondary school experience, and then what did you do in university? What qualifications do you have? Cathal Aimsire, your hobbies. One by starting off with music and sports, the first one here for topic 7. Bia agus Juk, food and drink, topic 8. Number 9, An Meánleibhéal, daily life. So they might ask you, what do you do? Do you go to work? What do you do when you come home? If you don't work, do you drop the kids to school? Your daily life, your daily activities. Again, talking about me, myself, and I. Very, very achievable. You've got Corsi Siapadoric, the shopping, An Duine, a person, talking about people in general. Topic 13, Ag Feilim Tioncacha, learning languages. So maybe your experience of Irish, or if you have any other languages that you've learnt, to talk about that. Cathal Aimsire is hobbies. And Ag Leirtuin Amatá rowing, number 15, the future, and Tawaki, speaking about the future. So again, a lot of this is just talking about you. It's getting you comfortable and getting you confident in using enough Irish to talk about yourself. One of the things that's great about this exam, that is the pass rate. So 50% is a pass rate. So if you can get 50% in this exam, you've passed. Obviously, we want to get better than 50. No one likes to scrape on the button. But if you get above 50%, you have the qualification. Now, there's different ones. There's pass with merit, so on and so forth. But in 2019, it's the last time we had statistics in this exam. In 2019, out of all the people who sat the exam, 81% of them got 50% or more. 81% of people who sat this exam were able to get 50% or more. And that should give you a huge, it should give you huge confidence that if 81% of people can pass this, it is very doable. I'm not going to say that you show up on the day, it's going to be easy. Nothing in life is easy. But if you follow my instruction, if you work hard, if you do what I ask you to do in our course, you will become one of those 81% of people, because it's all about talking and having confidence. If you're willing to practice and put in the time, I am extremely confident that you will, get the grade that you're looking for. About the exam itself. The exam itself is an oral. It's the TEG B1 oral, as I've mentioned before. So the first 3 to 4 minutes of the exam is general conversation. People get so stressed and worried about an oral. It's 4 minutes. Think about that. 4 minutes to talk about yourself. 15 topics. You'll be lucky to talk about 3 or 4 of them. How are the questions asked? Well, there's always 2 styles of questioning in an interview. The first one is where they ask you a question and they let you talk. In my experience, this is not really what happens here, because people can learn huge paragraphs off by heart, which is not what we want here. We want you to be confident. So we are going to give you vocab. You're going to have to sit down and learn the word for a supermarket, Ulvarg, a shopping centre, Una Chupador. That's part of any language, is learning vocab. And then I'm going to give you the sentence structure to be able to develop that. With that in mind, after you finish that 3 or 4 minute oral, the next bit that we go on to then is the role gníomhach, which is the role play. So you'll be given a card, and the examiner is given a card, and again, it's a 3 or 4 minute task. It's a role play. People think, oh, what will this role play be on? I haven't studied it, I haven't seen them before. Think about this logically, guys. It's going to be based off those 15 topics that we just spoke about. And in the course, I'm going to go through different role plays. I'm going to give you tips, hints, what you can do. And I'm also going to design my own role plays for you so that I can do them on the board, and then you can practice them at home with whoever you need. Finally, the last thing is the Shrahana pictures, the picture sequences, where you're going to go in and you're going to get 6 pictures in a row, like a little cartoon, and you're going to have to come up with a basic story to describe what's happening in the piece. Again, it's all down to practice. The first one you do is going to be terrible, and the second one you do, probably just as bad. And after that, if you continue working with it, continue practicing, it's going to get better. I'm teaching, these courses for a very, very long time now. So I have tips, I have tricks, but the main thing is having sample questions to work off, having someone who can design these Shrap pictures, these role plays for you, and design questions so that when you go into the exam, you're comfortable. With our course here at the Academy, not only are you going to get sample material, but the other thing you're going to get is you're going to get 2 interviews as well. We have a trained examiner here that is going to interview you in the same style that TEG will be done in as well, and I myself will design the picture sequences and the role plays that will go in there, and they'll be based off all the stuff that we've covered in the course. So if you feel like this is something that you can manage, if you feel like you have the time to commit to this and you're willing to work hard, book your place now, as places are reserved. If you need further information, if you need more information, please don't hesitate to contact the Dublin Academy of Education, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you.